If you clicked on this video today, I am guessing that you are carrying something very heavy. You might be feeling a persistent sense of burnout, or perhaps a constant hum of deep anxiety. You likely feel a weight in your heart that you cannot seem to put down quite yet. I want you to know that you are certainly not alone in these very difficult emotional feelings. Allow me to share a powerful story from the ancient and wise Buddhist tradition with you today. This ancient perspective will explain why you are still feeling stuck and how you can finally find peace. A very wealthy man once approached a wise sage because he felt deeply troubled by his massive fortune. He did not know how to pass his legacy to a son who seemed completely unprepared for life. This man explained that he could not find a single moment of quiet or true inner peace. He was constantly worried about his property and the future of his many successful business ventures. He felt that his heart was always racing and his mind was never at a complete rest. The sage listened to his complaints with great patience before offering a very simple but profound analogy. The sage told the man that his many worldly desires were exactly like a handful of dry hay. If you light a pile of hay and walk against the wind, the fire will eventually burn you. You cannot blame the flames for the pain when you are the one refusing to drop the torch. Most of us are walking through our lives with burned hands because we refuse to let things go. We think that holding on tightly is a sign of strength or a way to stay safe. In reality, the act of clinging is the very thing that is causing us so much unnecessary suffering. The wealthy man realized that his anxiety was a direct result of his refusal to trust his son. He had never given the young man a chance to learn the many skills required for real success. Every skill and every piece of knowledge must be earned through the process of personal experience. By holding on to all the responsibility, the father was preventing his son from ever truly growing up. If this message is helping you find some clarity, please consider liking this video and subscribing today. Your support helps this channel reach more people who might be struggling with these same difficult feelings. Think about the simple physical act of taking a single step forward while you are walking. If you refuse to leave the ground behind you, your body will remain stuck in one place. You must let go of the past position to reach the new ground waiting in front of you. This is also true for the cities we live in and the homes we build for ourselves. If we never tore down old and crumbling buildings, we could never build something modern and beautiful. Letting go is not about losing something, it is about creating the necessary space for something better. We often believe that having more things will eventually lead us to a state of perfect happiness. However, the more we acquire, the more we have to worry about protecting and maintaining those items. There was once a very famous Buddhism master named Master Sing Yun who helped many people find peace. He founded a large global organization that focuses on bringing ancient spiritual wisdom into our modern, daily lives. He taught that the secret to a successful life is removing the bad parts of our character. When we let go of greed and anger, we naturally find ourselves moving toward a better path. Ancient teachings often speak about a concept called emptiness, which is a state of being truly free. This term refers to a mind that is no longer clinging to the things we usually think we need. It is not about having a hollow or lonely life that lacks any meaning or purpose. Instead, it is about finding a space where you are no longer defined by your external possessions. The word emptiness in this context does not mean your life is a void or a vacuum. It describes a heart that is wide open and ready to receive what the present moment offers. Material happiness is often very temporary and can lead to a great deal of secret, underlying fear. Inner joy comes from a state of being where you are no longer a slave to your possessions. When you stop clinging to your reputation, you finally become free to be your most authentic self. You no longer have to perform for others or worry about what they might think of you. This freedom allows you to experience the world with a sense of wonder and genuine, lighthearted curiosity. You can finally breathe deeply and appreciate the beauty of the life you have right now. Detachment is the practice of enjoying things without feeling the desperate need to own or control them. It allows you to love people deeply without trying to force them to change into someone else. When we practice detachment, we recognize that everything in this world is constantly changing and shifting around us. We learn to appreciate the blooming flower without feeling the need to pluck it and watch it die. This mindset brings a sense of calm that cannot be shaken by the inevitable ups and downs of life. You become like a mountain that remains steady while the clouds pass by in the blue sky. This ability to let go also transforms the way we interact with our friends and our family members. When we stop trying to control their choices, we allow our relationships to breathe and grow more naturally. We find that we have more energy to give because we are no longer wasting it on unnecessary worry. True joy is something that exists within you regardless of what is happening in the outside world. It is a deep sense of contentment that remains steady even when the winds of life change. This kind of peace is only possible when you stop trying to control every single outcome. Life is often compared to a grand stage where we are all performing our unique and special roles. We must practice very hard before the show and give our very best performance while the lights are on. However, we must also remember that the curtain will eventually fall for every single one of us. Death is the great equalizer that comes for the rich and the poor in exactly the same way. The value of your life is not found in the items you collected during the performance. It is found in the meaningful things you did and the people you helped along the way. When the show is finally over, we should be able to walk away with a very peaceful heart. We do not need to carry the weight of the performance with us after the lights go out. If you have done your best and lived with kindness, you have already achieved a great success. Let go of the heavy burdens that were never meant for you to carry for your entire life. You deserve to experience the lightness of being that comes from a mind that is truly free. Thank you for watching.